The Vatican has announced the death of Pope Francis. He died this morning at the age of 88. This is the scene at the Vatican now, where crowds are gathering in St. Peter's Square. It was here 24 hours ago that the Pope was last seen in public as he blessed thousands of Easter worshippers. King Charles, who met Pope Francis just 2 weeks ago, said he had profoundly touched the lives of so many.
So let's take a look at the front of today's newspapers. The Guardian, leading with the details from a leaked report that the paper shows, says British cancer patients are being denied life-saving drugs because of extra costs after Brexit. It adds that some treatment trials are also being affected. The government told the paper it offered extensive support to researchers to help secure funding.
The Times reports that the UK will dramatically increase its ability to produce explosives, reducing its reliance on the United States and France. The article quotes the Defence Secretary, John Healey, who said the industry was the foundation of our ability to fight and win on the battlefield.
The Daily Telegraph leads with the fallout from the gender ruling. It says the Prime Minister has refused to stop a plot by ministers to thwart last week's landmark judgment, confirming the legal definition of a woman.
And the Mirror leads with a story about so-called trophy hunting trips being sold at a fair in Staffordshire, in a move which the paper says has sparked fury among animal rights groups.
Don't know about you, over this Easter weekend, I've drunk a bit more wine than I normally would.
Have you?
Well, because the weather's been quite nice.
What colour?
Bit of white, bit of pink.
Yes.
Because the sun's been out.
Yeah.
But apparently we might be an exception, because wine drinking around the world is at its lowest level, apparently in 60 years.
Lowest?
And it said, yeah, lowest. Not only people drinking less, but also the industry making less. They say that sales were down over 3% last year. Still, though, at a staggering, I find this number astonishing, we still drank 21.4 billion litres of the stuff. So, you know...
That's quite a lot.
That's quite a good night out, isn't it? But they said, yeah, they think young people are drinking less, and so they're making a bit less. But the UK, here's a surprise, bucked the trend.
Go on.
That wine became a bigger proportion of what we drink. So maybe less beer and other stuff and more wine.
Oh.
So, yeah, it went up in the UK by 117%.
And you're helping that along?
I'm helping that along. I'm doing my bit.
It's definitely pink wine weather. Or it was over the weekend in some parts of the country.
Lovely, wasn't it?